Hey everybody, it's Sprinkles!
And I'm Manic.
And I'm Manic.
I said and I'm Manic.
Sprinkles and Manic.
Where did she go?
I said and I'm Manic. Is it gone?
You did not.
It didn't
just
show
like,
up on our end.
Oh, well, I said it.
You gotta speak it with your mouth and not your mind.
I did.
We're not at that level
if
yet
you
in
listen
recording
to the
technology.
recording, you'll see that I did in fact say it. Thank you very much.
I think this is a lie.
And welcome
He's
back
been on
to
a lying
Sprinkles and
streak
Manic.
recently.
We're playing some more Ace Attorney, and we just found out about the Mafia, I think.
Well,
We're
that's
going to
court,
court, y'all.
Yeah.
We were confronting DEE VASQUEZ, and we found out she has mob connections and did not take kindly to our accusations. So.
Mm-hmm.
So she tried to kill us.
Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. Hey pal.
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
That's
Hey,
the one.
pal.
It's the one that says
Got
hey
my
pal.
Man.
Yeah.
Sad
He
Gumshoe
saved
face.
us. It was great. Alright, so we're gonna hop right back into it.
Yeah.
We're loading the save data. We're on the final day. Dawn of the final day.
October
Dun, dun.
20th, 10 a.m. Hey, that's like a month from today. Oh, I'm dating it, but that's
So
all
we
right.
have to start the fourth trial until the real date.
Ooh, true.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. I kept
Are you
wanting to say
okay, Your Honor?
divisive.
Are you having a stroke?
Someone call 911. God, what a turn that this case would take if the judge just like
Hey, don't spoil the
the big
next
reveal.
few
True.
cases.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
Kick him out of court.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss DEE VASQUEZ to the stand. Miss DEE VASQUEZ is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day.
Oh, we're jumping right to it, huh?
Will the witness state her name and occupation?
DEE VASQUEZ. I'm a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right.
Right.
Hello?
Did it cut out again? Oh my God! I said it.
Right.
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 If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. That's, you don't use that with ladies.
I mean, you know, Phoenix isn't thinking
Phoenix.
about it, all right?
Phoenix.
He's a doof.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Who is bzz, 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 bzz?
What?
Go away, phone.
Uh-oh.
Go away. Okay, the meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2.
Ah, yes.
I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What, with that monkey's head toppling over?
Van added to the court record.
I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
We're cross-examining. We're gonna cue everything. Woo! We cueing, boys.
Press it to
Hold
cue.
it. By yourself.
Yes.
And you didn't stop at the employee area.
No.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear. Hold it! Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on, let's talk a bit more about that.
Objection! The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ooh.
And please, stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
Oh, poor Edgeworth. Hold it! And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times.
You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth.
I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Crap, I went.
You can
go back.
if
You
yeah.
didn't cue.
Hey.
Hold it! Hold on! One might
What are we
even say,
holding
hold
on
it! You had Sal take you. What does that mean? Phoenix, she already explained this, but alright, if you insist.
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh, right. Hold it! And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops.
They're compulsive desk hitters.
It was a 15-minute break.
Hold it! Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal,
No, I mean someone else?
one person is enough.
If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak,
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kinda wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere.
You'll find someone, Mr. Wright.
Alright.
You'll find someone. So, what would there be evidence of?
Maybe
I-
we should
Are we back
check
to the
our
beginning?
evidence log.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be good to just look at it.
Okay. What's our...
I think, so if you do, the court record is it E to access the court record, or?
You can't access it right now.
Oh, well, hit tab then and you can look at things without presenting. There you go. Alright, so we've got, in particular, it can be good to look at anything we haven't used yet. but I don't know.
That's the employee area one.
Yes.
No.
This one's a little tricky since it's maybe been a little while.
Yeah. Did we have a conversation about this? I almost feel like we did, but I can't remember if we did for sure or not, or if I'm just imagining
What did we have a conversation about?
About, what would be the relevant logical jump here. I almost think we talked about it, but I'm not positive.
I don't remember, and I edited it.
So maybe not then.
Well, you can do process of elimination. They kind of already told you what it's looking for. Something kind of proving that she didn't eat lunch. So it's going to be something related to lunch. In theory.
So the steak plate, right?
Probably.
In theory.
It's
you can know where to send it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you would need to present it on the right statement, though.
Oh, right. Because I made that mistake before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't we all?
The meeting began, blah, blah, blah. It ended, blah, blah, blah. There was to be a rehearsal, blah, blah, blah. I was fatigued. We took a 15-minute break in the meeting. They ate T-bone steaks on the... Wait, no, go...
Ruh-roh.
That's the last statement, yeah.
No, I know.
Yes.
So it would be the last statement, right?
Worth a shot.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
She's going for it. Objection! Ha! As I thought.
Hmm?
You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate?
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I might remind you that it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss VASQUEZ and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yet there was no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare! Miss VASQUEZ, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how!
You ate the bone too!
You ate the bone! How could you?
You monster! You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Ooh, that grimace.
I see. Then what was Miss VASQUEZ doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was just bullying Salmonella.
That's what I would do.
I mean...
He deserves it. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Ora? Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss VASQUEZ left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. She's doing a Manic P2 yikes.
Mr. Wright. Isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, VASQUEZ.
Good luck, Nick. Let's see. was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? I don't know. I think you could.
If you think she could.
I have no...
I mean, you have to pick something. It's not impossible.
Well, maybe it's not impossible, but...
Silence. I'm speaking. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front, yes? I believe this would indicate the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the Steel Samurai's costume is quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the Steel Samurai shows the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled it away from him?
Yeah, take that right. If you still think she did it, show us proof.
Hey Nick, look at that data we have on the samurai spear in the court record. Isn't there something in there that gets to you?
Something odd about the samurai spear? Wait!
It was broken. Something
True.
the matter, Mr. Wright?
Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim.
Very well, I won't hold you to your claim. But I'm afraid I will have to penalize you. Crap.
What's this?
Did you... Okay. Let's
I thought you cut
backtrack
out.
for a moment. Yeah. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Oh.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. She thinking.
Well, it's the photo, right?
Go for it.
Is it?
What's your thought process? Do you?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, try
No
and,
thoughts head empty.
try and follow, I guess, Phoenix's train of thought. So he really believes DEE VASQUEZ did it, right?
Yes.
And we strongly suspect that's the case because of how she reacted before with the mafia and everything. So if we're operating on the assumption that she did in fact do it, and if what she's saying is true, that she couldn't have very easily stabbed him with it from the front when he would have known she was coming, when she's so much smaller and weaker and slower, then that would suggest that it has to not be the murder weapon. So why would it not be the murder weapon?
Because there was a different murder weapon.
There would have to be a different one, that's true.
Where did we establish that the murder took place? Outside Studio 2?
It did it, yes, it was outside Studio 2.
Then maybe... they got put... Are there, like, spiky things like that outside Studio 2, too?
That is a picture of Studio 2. Or, yeah, that's Studio 2, yeah.
Oh, okay, like outside the trailer?
Yeah,
Because I thought it happened...
The picture you're looking at is right outside Studio 2.
Okay.
Which is also where this murder took place.
Okay, so if I show this one... Would that be... What...
I mean, it sort of depends what they're looking for right now. So they didn't directly ask us what was the murder weapon. They asked us to prove that it's not the samurai spear. So I would...
Because it was broken and mended with duct tape?
That could be it. It's like, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to give it to you directly. So whatever you feel, just give it a shot. It's okay to get it wrong.
Hey, Maya did already Maya gave a hint.
Yeah, she did.
What'd she say?
She said that sure is weird.
About the spear. She was like, isn't there anything about the spear that's bothering you?
Yeah, the break.
Mm-hmm.
So just show the spear?
You can go for it and see. Oh, take that! I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Good point.
Yeah, you'd have to, like, I mean, you're going through a whole lot to get in there.
Order?
Mr.
Sorry,
Wright,
I
what
forgot.
are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane?
Are you even aware of what you're saying? Oh, nope, that's her still.
Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what I can tell you, yes!
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry,
You
I
already
forgot
got
to
this one.
finish my line. No.
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon, then.
Look at this photo. Ooh.
What is this?
Ooh.
Why, that's Jack Hammer. I thought it was Phoenix. Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order? If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you sane?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Ooh. Has happened again!
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. VASQUEZ meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it! She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny that what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and then returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? With the van!
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed up the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands?
For instance...
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Oh, Kelsey's ready this time.
I know things. I was thrown off by the spear thing because I was like, because I got confused by the train of thoughts going on because I was like, yes. And then I was like, oh wait, no.
You got there though. You got it.
I did eventually.
Yes, Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. And there was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Ah!
Objection! Hold on, right? Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Of course
Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun.
I win? So, what happens next?
Huh?
Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost? Something like that.
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean DEE VASQUEZ? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer.
Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? What?
Order? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof.
Oh, Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? I like that they all end in VASQUEZ.
VASQUEZ.
Well, there's not a thingy on the side, right?
No, I don't see one, so you
Yay.
can probably.
You did it.
Miss VASQUEZ, you did it!
That wasn't a question.
Did you do it?
No. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to a verdict.
What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions and get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn! To come so far only to fail.
As it seems, there are no further... As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss VASQUEZ.
Objection!
Oh! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Objection! Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss VASQUEZ repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed, verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
On the next episode, baby!
Oh,
We'll
tune
see
in
you
then!
then! Like, comment, subscribe.
Bye-bye.
Bye!